up in the sky. Look, it's captivating. It's energizing. It's Eliances Heroes. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups, where our heroes in business align. Now, here's your host flying in, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
It's going to be another phenomenal day. Thank you for the feedback that we keep getting from Mr. Olympia that we had on and Mr. America. So keep checking it out. Go to our website to see some past interviews. Well, let me tell you today's lineup again. It just always gets better and better. Before I tell you who our first hero is later on in the show, we're going to have the CEO of United Healthcare Arizona and New Mexico, and later on, developer and innovator of ARP Wave Neural Therapy Treatment. Now, you're going to hear some phenomenal results that come from ARP Wave Neural Therapy Treatment, so make sure you continue to listen on in. Well, let's talk about our first hero. First of all, my family and I, we frequent this place all the time. Now, imagine taking over where you're becoming the CEO. First, they have 65 fast casual restaurants. Now, more than over 1,000 restaurants in 44 states, Puerto Rico, Canada, Mexico, and consistently recognized as one of the best franchises in the country. Can you guess which one? It's Firehouse Subs, and we have Don Fox, the CEO of Firehouse Subs, which can be reached at firehousesubs.com. Now, Don, you've been in the restaurant industry pretty much your whole career. Why did you choose the restaurant industry, though, out of all the industries that are out there?
Well, David, first of all, welcome. Pleasure to speak with you. I've been in the restaurant industry 43 years. Started washing dishes in an Italian restaurant when I was 16 years old. Like a lot of Americans, a third of Americans had their first job in the restaurant industry. And like most of them, when I started scrubbing pots and pans back then, I really didn't have a vision that I'd be sitting where I am today and that I'd make a career of it. In fact, I was going to be a musician, a trumpet player is my original aspiration. But when I realized that I wasn't going to make a very good living being a trumpet player, I decided to stay with the restaurant industry. I'd fallen in love with it. I was already in management, and that turned into a great career now, 43 years and counting.
That's phenomenal. Now, Firehouse Subs has a great reputation, and the company was started by Chris, right, a lifetime fireman, and Robin Sorensen. But what's the key? I mean, there's so many various sub places out there and restaurant that really has made Firehouse Subs just take off.
Well, sure. I think you can't have the type of growth, the type of success that we've had if you don't have a strong brand at its very foundation. And we can certainly credit Robin and Chris for that. In that very first restaurant, founded in 1994, they began with the same brand qualities that we have today. A hook and ladder sandwich, which is our flagship sub. It's the same hook and ladder today that it was nearly 23 years ago. That's credit to them. To this day, they're so closely rooted to the business, especially on the culinary side. I mean, there's not a thing that we sell in the restaurant that they haven't personally sampled and approved. So you need that core underpinning of a strong brand, but that alone is no guarantee for success. Certainly when I came to Firehouse in 2003, one of the things that attracted me was that strong brand underpinning, and in that I saw the potential, the ability to really continue to grow it and achieve what we have today. So you have to go beyond the brand. You have to marry that up with disciplines, things that some are universal disciplines for growing a franchise restaurant brand. Some are unique to your brand. And it does become all about the execution, staying true to those disciplines. And if you keep the brand healthy, you can reach the kind of milestones that we've been able to achieve.
And we're talking with Don Fox, the CEO of Firehouse Subs, and you're listening to Eliances Heroes with me, David Kogan. Be a hero. Go to our entrepreneurs line and be part of the community. Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. Now, Don, you talked about the founders trying and sampling everything, but what's your favorite sub and what's on it?
Mine has migrated over the years. My current favorite is the Engineer, which is smoked turkey breast, sauteed mushrooms, great flavor profile. Used to be the New York Steamer, pastrami, corned beef. Really, all of the sandwiches, I'll say this, all the sandwiches on our menu have very unique profiles. We use the highest quality ingredients. I love it when customers will exercise a little variety, try a few different things and mix it up. But right now, the Engineer for me.
Now, Don, you were also with Burger King Company, of which we had also interviewed the CEO from. But how did that experience, do you feel, really prepare you for what you're doing today, including your first position in the restaurant industry as washing dishes?
If I start with the genesis, back washing dishes, some of the things that you do very earliest in your career stay with you the longest. They form a foundation. And that's true going back to that family-owned Italian restaurant washing dishes. Our business, no matter what brand you're in the restaurant industry, you are first and foremost dependent for your success upon your people. You can't be successful without them. If all it took was capital and time to build out a brand, I'd have thousands of restaurants already. But people are the critical element, and down to the hourly employee, team member level. So the restaurant industry is not an easy industry. It's a tough industry, and particularly in the entry-level positions. So to this day, 43 years later, I've never forgotten what it's been like to work in those positions, or then as a restaurant manager, both with Six Flags Corporation in the amusement park industry, food service, and then on to all those years with Burger King. So those memories, those experiences are pivotal. I carry them with them. I remember that hourly employees that work in our restaurants today, or that work for our franchisees in their restaurants, their life experiences, their station in life is the same as it was for me. So I'm not just empathetic, I'm sympathetic. I try to create a culture and an environment for our brand that makes us a preferred place to work, to offer opportunities for advancement. All of those things are essential for, in the end, providing a great customer experience. If your team members aren't happy, if they aren't enjoying what they're doing, they're certainly not going to provide a great experience for customers when they come in. Now, going on to my Burger King years, I worked a lot on the franchise side of the business. I was primarily in operations, so I really developed my skill set for operating restaurants from a customer service, a food quality standpoint, certainly profitability, managing a profit and loss statement. But the most pivotal period of time I spent was a 6-year stretch when I was in research and development, working at Burger King's headquarters then in Miami. That was from 1989 to 95. And during that 6-year period, through the research and development role, I got to touch every part of the business, every discipline, from marketing, equipment engineering, product development, real estate, you name it. I was part of project teams that worked on things in all of those arenas. So as I came to Firehouse in 2003, that allowed me to apply a very broad range of knowledge across all those disciplines in an organization that was then very thin, as newer organizations with 65 restaurants are. I knew what to look for in the people that we needed to bring on to develop the team as we developed our headquarters staff. I certainly had learned not just what to do through my years with Burger King, but with all due respect to that brand, I learned a lot about what not to do. Mistakes that I had seen made over the years in a variety of areas that I knew could not be repeated if the Firehouse Subs brand was going to be successful. I often remind people the value they bring to an organization, especially a growing organization, isn't so much to give people the next greatest idea, but usually to help your new brand keep from making the mistakes that you may have seen made before.
Right. Well, Don, you're definitely a master at the restaurant business. From going to washing dishes to becoming the CEO of Firehouse Subs, over 1,000 restaurants, you help and inspire others by leading and educating. Don Fox, CEO of Firehouse Subs. You can reach him at FirehouseSubs.com. And when we return, the CEO of United Healthcare Arizona and New Mexico.